What's up, watch people? Tony's Timepiece review. Today is Thursday. What? Anyway, it's Thursday. And just a review on what's going on in Los Angeles and actually all around the world. People are getting jacked for their watches, getting robbed and all that stuff. It's getting crazy. I mean, this is something that I expected that happened probably way back in the 90s and the 80s and things of that nature, simply because back then it was watches. There wasn't the iPhone. I don't know. Everything to do with not being able to get these watches, and the prices of them have skyrocketed. So, you know, people are taking advantage of that as far as the thieves, robbers, and whatever else. I'm not going to post anything like, you know, some of these other guys do. But there's that Paul Thorpe guy from England. He's like a Rolex cop, you know. Seems to think that it's Rolex's problem as to why people are getting robbed. Really? Okay, it's like saying I drive a Ferrari, you get carjacked, it's Ferrari's fault. Whatever, dude. Uku, you have to simmer down, let me do my video, man. Anyway, I am wearing my Tudor Black Bay 58. I love this watch. I'm going to do another video on it as to, you know, how it's been since I'd gotten a new one and all that stuff. But I'm going to start with these people getting robbed and jacked. There's common sense and there's not common sense, and there's just all kinds of reasons why things happen. Good neighborhoods, bad neighborhoods, whatever. Last year, a couple were having dinner in Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills is a high-end area, as people know. Anyone would know that. Crime out there is very minimal, very minimal. Beverly Hills cops are on top of things. Like, I mean, I was in Beverly Hills having lunch at Cheesecake Factory on Rodeo Drive a few years ago, and I saw a dude running up the street, and I was like, that's odd. And then I saw, must have been every cop in Beverly Hills swoop on this guy. So don't try to do anything in Beverly Hills. You're stupid if you do. You're stupid anyway if you do that kind of shit. So, anyway, someone in Beverly Hills, they were having dinner at an Italian restaurant, nice restaurant. I can't remember the name of it, and I've actually eaten there, and it was really, really reasonable prices. And some guy wearing his Richard Mille got shot, jacked for his watch. You know, Beverly Hills is one of those places I feel that you can actually kind of wear your timepiece and not get too bothered by it. So I was a little shocked when that happened there. It took a lot of balls for those robbers to do that kind of thing. A couple of weeks ago in Sherman Oaks. Now, if you're not obviously from Los Angeles, you're not going to really know these areas, maybe Beverly Hills, but Sherman Oaks is another nice neighborhood in the San Fernando Valley. I lived in Sherman Oaks for many, many years. It's actually, you know, one of my native places where I'm from, just down the street though. Sherman Oaks is in the valley, but you're sort of 5 minutes away from like the ghetto, you know, some bad neighborhoods. And in the way the San Fernando Valley is and the way Los Angeles is, you could be in a nice neighborhood, here's one block, and then the next block over is a really bad neighborhood. So it's that close together in Los Angeles. You have a good neighborhood and a bad neighborhood. And so in Sherman Oaks, it was a staged car accident. This guy got hit in his Mercedes, and he got out of his car. He actually filmed it, and it was on the news where he didn't film it. Like, the guys who robbed him didn't know he was filming it. And they pulled out a gun, and they jacked his Rolex Submariner two-tone. And so they interviewed the guy who got robbed. He was about 6'5", big dude. He's like, yeah, I could have taken these guys out, but they had a gun. So the guy actually gave up his watch. Smart move. You weren't trying to be a hero and save your dumb watch. You know what I mean? Your watch is replaceable, man. Your life isn't. So don't take that stupid risk. Ugh. Anyway, so the guy gave his watch up. Awesome, good stuff. Guy in Hollywood got killed. It was last year again. Got shot for his watch. So just, I think it was today. It may have been yesterday. Now, also when you go to a foreign land, or you've never been here before, or you're planning on coming out to visit, you know, do your research, okay? If you're going to stay a certain place, understand the area that you're staying in, understand the hotel and what the surroundings are. What looks very appealing during the day could dramatically change at nighttime, okay? So just understand that, okay? Not all, you go to Hollywood, yeah, you see all the stars on the street, Hollywood Boulevard, you know. Hollywood is a very seedy, dirty fucking area. You know what I mean? And if you fucking venture off the wrong street at night, something could happen. I used to live right in Hollywood, right off Hollywood Boulevard, right in the shit. You know what I mean? I have no problem going down there because I'm comfortable there. I know the area. I know what I could, potentially what could happen. Potentially what could happen actually anywhere, but you know, in certain areas, you know what I mean? But if you look as if you belong there, more than likely nothing's gonna happen. And I'm certainly not gonna go, all right, so the Pantages Theater, go see the theater, go watch Hamilton and, you know, Wicked and all that's awesome. You know what I mean? I love going to the theater sometimes. But when I do, I mean, I don't mind wearing a nice watch, but a lot of the times afterwards, go to some of the bars on Hollywood Boulevard. Now you're getting into the bads, especially when it gets dark or it's nighttime. So generally I wear a beater watch. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean anything to me to have to go to the theater and wear a Rolex or a Cartier, man. You know what I mean? I'm not there to go, hey, look at my watch. I'm there to watch a show. Anyway, so yesterday it was, some dude and his girlfriend or his wife, it may have been, came out from wherever they're from and probably going to the Super Bowl, and because the Super Bowl's this weekend, so they're probably Bengals fans. Anyway, that's another story. But they went to Venice Beach. Venice is a big tourist attraction like Hollywood and, you know, other areas. But Venice is the ghetto, man. It is not a safe place to be, especially when it starts getting dark. There's a lot of gangs, there's a lot of violence, there's a lot of crime. However, Venice during the day can also be it's fun. A lot of people go to the boardwalk and it could be a real blast. So this guy and his wife or girlfriend, whatever the fuck they were, went to Venice Beach. They got spotted by some spotters checking them out. They probably, you know, had the big camera around their neck. Look, Marge, we're gonna take photos. Hey, it's Venice Beach. I haven't seen the beach before. We don't have that in Ohio. But they were walking back to their rental car and two guys followed them. One guy pulled out a gun. The guy was wearing a Cartier watch and said, hey, give me your watch. The fucking tourist said, no. Oh, fuck, really? Well, they shot him. They shot him in his leg, lucky enough. Lucky enough, only his leg. And they took his Cartier watch. Dude, if you can afford to fly out to Los Angeles, afford to go to the Super Bowl, you know, then, you know, it might be possible that you can afford to lose your fucking watch. So what? Someone comes up to you and says, give me your fucking watch, fucking give it to them. And if you don't have insurance on the watch, then you're kind of another, you know, dude, I have insurance on all my watches just in case. But still, if someone comes up to you with a gun and you say no, what do you expect is going to happen? Oh, sorry, sir. Let me put my gun away and I'll try the other guy. It's not going to happen. What could have happened too is this. I'm the guy with the Cartier. No, I'm not going to give you my watch. Now I'm the guy with the gun. No? Bam. Are you going to give me your watch now? Because I just killed your girlfriend or your wife. Think. Common sense, dude. I don't understand it. A lot of people have money, but they have no common sense. They don't have street smarts. You got to do your research as to where you're at. Understand that if you're going to go to Hollywood, go to Venice, go to any of these neighborhoods, research what kind of area it is and if it's safe after dark, what's going to happen, you know, things like that. That's all I'm saying about it. I'm just saying people are getting fucking jacked for their watches now, and it wasn't a big problem a couple years ago, as it seemed to me anyway. But anyway, I'm going to do a video on the Black Bay 58, got some other cool shit coming up, so thank you. I appreciate you guys watching, so please make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. And I respond to everyone's comments as best as I can, so I appreciate that too. Thank you. Have a good day.